Welcome Dollar Box viewers. I wanted to make a quick video of how I've been using the Scanner and Card Dealer Pro and show you a batch from basically start to finish from my view. So not a screen share or anything, but that so that you can actually see how the scanner scans, how I grab the cards, how I feed them, all that. This is new for me. I've only done about 7 or 8 batches, but as you'll see in this video, it's pretty easy to pick up. I feel like it's something that can become a quick muscle memory and be very easy to use going forward. So check it out. Yo YouTube, today I want to show you how I use the Ricoh or Fujitsu FI8170 scanner, scan some cards, and then how I upload them to eBay. Alright, so the first thing I do is I pick out a stack of 50 cards that I want to scan. Now you can't really scan everything with this. Some chrome, some parallels, things like that are a pain, but they're perfect for stuff like this, vintage cards. So I've got a bunch of vintage here that I've been listing. Now I choose 50 cards because a couple reasons. One, I don't have the auto feeder yet. It's on back order. So do have it ordered, but we don't have that yet. So you kind of have to hand feed these, and I'll show you how I do that. But 50 card batches works perfect because I bag my inventory and date it. So you can see here, this is the one I just did a few minutes ago, and 50 cards fits perfect in these. The sticker, the masking tape label fits perfectly over the top, and then boom, it goes right in my inventory drawer. So I got to count out 50 cards, and I do 50 cards exactly and count them, because when I'm scanning and I'm importing, I want to make sure that I have the right number of cards and that the scanner didn't skip something or double scan, whatever. So we're going to count out 50 cards. Now, the second one in here, as you can see, is not something we want to scan. This is one of the mini stamp albums. So that's something that's just going to have to be put aside and done the old-fashioned way with listing on the phone. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I almost grabbed 50 cards exactly. So here's our 50 cards that we are going to scan. Alright, so box out of the way. We don't need that anymore, of course. So here's our 50 cards. So the first thing I do is just load them into the scanner. Now, like I said, I don't have the auto feeder. So how I'm kind of working with that is I'm just sort of dumping the cards in slowly but surely. Let's tip this up a little bit so you can see this. So I just kind of drop the first few cards in, casually let a few more in, so that they're just kind of, you have to be careful because obviously they can get away from you a bit, but you have to just kind of feed them in little by little so that you have a nice, essentially uneven stack there for the scanner to pull from. Okay, so let's get the computer up then. So the first thing I do is I go to my card scans file and I delete the previous images. I want to be able to just copy and paste all the images that need to be scanned for this batch. So I will go here, pull up my card scans folder, and then just simply highlight all these. So this was my previous batch, and I delete them all. So I start out with a nice empty folder. All right, then the next thing we're going to do is we can get rid of that file. We don't need that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to scan. So let's pull up the scanner here. So we're going to use the paper stream capture. So load that sucker up and be ready to scan. Oh, there we go. And then just simply hit the scan button and the cards will start scanning. Oh, you gotta hit. There we go. Settings are all right, of course, so we'll just go ahead and scan them. Now, I don't have the catch bin yet or the stand. I basically just have the scanner, so I let like half the stack or so scan, and then I just kind of pull them off real quick so that the feeder doesn't get too out of hand. Now, while it's doing that, you can see all the images loading on the screen here. And sometimes it slows down a little bit for the last few. As far as what settings I'm using and all that, you can ask me about that. I'm not going to go through all that in this video. I just wanted to show you. This isn't a new program. Many of you are already using it. I just kind of wanted to show you how I do a batch. So we're getting all our images here, so we should have 100 images, right? 50 cards, front and back. So I'm just kind of monitoring this, making sure that things look okay. You don't have streaks or, you know, anything weird on the screen. All right, and there's our 100th image, so we're good there. So we're just going to minimize that. Then we need to go to Card Dealer Pro. So for my internet tabs, I always have eBay open and Card Dealer Pro open. So they're kind of easy to run around with if you need to. All right, so then I'm going to click Add Cards. So we can create a batch, create a new batch. Batch name, I just give it like a 3 or 4 digit number, whatever's going to make it easy for you to find the CSV file when you go to upload it, because this is how your CSV file will be titled. So I just did 555. This is all going to stay the same. Assorted sports, sports trading games, which trading games is kind of interesting verbiage, but and then my default template. So when you first set up Card Dealer Pro, you have to set up your eBay profile. So you have to set up if you take offers, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I already have that all set up. All right, so I'm going to continue from there. Now I have it defaulted to near mint or better because when I'm scanning modern cards, that's what I list them at unless something is weird about them. These are vintage, so I choose excellent for all these since obviously most of them are not mint. I put a generic sales price in of $2.99 just to give it kind of a base price, and then you'll see later how I go in and look at each one and change them if need be. I don't use any of this cabinet shelf box stuff, and I don't describe the batch. Not married to it. I'm just going to upload it and be done with it. All right, so then we go to add our scans. So I go to front and back. Now you can drag and drop your files. I actually find it easier to just click on this and then go grab my picture files. So I go into my files. Here's my card scans folder. You can see there's images in there. And then this is kind of my last chance to look at them and make sure they look okay before I add them to a batch. So I just kind of, you know, page down and just make sure there's none upside down. You know, half the image missing, you know, no border, things like that. Anomalies, things that you don't want in your uploads. And these all look really good. So then I just hit open. Oh, I must not have grabbed one. Okay, so good example there. Oh yeah, you have to actually select all the cards. So I'll do that, and now I'll hit open. There we go. So now it's adding all the cards, and it'll say 50 out of 50 when both sides are uploaded and ready to go. Now, one of the reasons I changed my mind about all this was the Card Dealer 2.0 is so much better than 1.0. It's much faster. Look at how fast those scanned in. We'll hit continue and watch how quick it IDs all the cards. Done. It found all my images already. I shouldn't say all, it's still counting. There we go, done. But look at that. They're all there. It's ID'd all the cards. One did not have a match, but I'll show you how I deal with that. I'm kind of glad one didn't, so you can see how I do that. Now, what I do as I go through each card, I like this view, so I just leave it this way, and then I go to pricing research, and it'll tell me a high and a low. Now, I do $2.99 on all my vintage, so anything basically pre-1980 is $2.99 for a common. So I don't follow this too closely unless it comes up with something higher. So we're going to say yep to that one. We got Larry Wilson here, which is a low of, looks like about $2.99 is what most of the listings are. So we're going to go with that. They're probably my listings. Now Doug here, I think this is a rookie. I have sold some of these before. Prices are kind of all over. It looks like a high of 9, a low of 2.25. So I'm going to change the price on this one. So how I do this is I just go to the pricing and inventory. I change the prices in this screen. And I'll go 3.99. Then I hit tab to lock in that price. And then I hit ready to list. Alright, so let's just go through the rest of these. So we've got a little high of 6 here. Looks like $2.99 is about right though. Here's Bill Kilmer. He's a quarterback, so you can always ask a bit more for quarterbacks, which I will. I'll probably do $4.99. So if this is very helpful if you don't know the cards, which a lot of the vintage, I'm getting more comfortable with the vintage, but there's a bunch of it I don't know too, especially pricing. So now this is a rookie also, and you can see some of the prices are pretty high at the top here. So I think I'm just going to go... Let's change this a bit. Let's go to, oops, we don't need the research anymore. We need to change our price. Let's do $4.99 on this one. Now I like to mark them ready to list so that I know when I got through the entire list and it's ready to upload. So right here at the top, there's a button here that just says ready to list. So when you feel like you've got all the information correct on these, then that's what I click. All right, pricing research on this one. Kind of all over, but it looks like $2.99 is about right. Craig, yep. Bob Jeter, yep. This is a rookie too, Dennis Partee. So let's go $3.99 on this one. Charles Long. Looks like most of these are $2.99. We'll go with that. So it's a little bit arbitrary how I price. I just kind of get a feel for what I think I can get something for. And I've sold a lot of these cards before, so I know, you know, which one sells and which ones don't. These are a little bit higher, so let's do, for Jake Cup, let's do $4.99. Then we've got Bob here. I'm actually going to raise the desk up a little bit. It'll be a little easier for you to see. Those look about right. So I know this seems like tedious and whatnot, and it slows down your time to list and everything, which this process is supposed to make your listing faster. But these are all things you would have to do if you were listing one by one also. So it's not really, it's still saving you quite a bit of time because I'm just pricing them all now instead of trying to price them later. Okay, now here's our card that wasn't found. So this is how I deal with that. I go to category, because this is where you're going to go down here to search the name. Then I pull up the image of the back, and I just type the name of the card. So John Morris, and I put the card number 214. Oops, I spelled John wrong. So it's not going to come up with the right card. There we go. So now you can see down here, the first one in the list is the card that we want. So we simply say, yes, that's our card, and boom, it's matched and ready to go. I just go back to what I was doing before. I go to pricing research, lock that one in. Here's Paul Martha, Ken Willard. Average price is $2.99. Some of them, the pricing comes up different. It'll show you like a median price, a high and a low. Not all of them do that for, I don't know why, but we got 10 more to go. Thanks for sticking with me here. These should all be slightly cheaper ones, I believe. I didn't see any bigger names standing out here in these final few. You got 5 to go. Yep. One left. Mr. Ed. Okay. So, I've got them all ready to list. All the information in there that I need is there. Now, next thing I do is you start out in this inspector view. I go to the overview, which is more of the spreadsheet style view. What I have to do in here is change the SKU because it's going to assign it a generic SKU number, which I don't want. I want to change this to, and I actually have to do my numbering here. So what I need to do for this one is do batch number 2 for today, because here was my first batch, 2/20/24, which is the date. So now I'm going to do 2/20/24 and then sub number 2. That's how I number my bags. Okay. So we're going to go over to the SKU section here. Now, it might be a little easier for you to navigate if you have a bigger computer. I do not. So now we're going to set all these SKUs to the same value. So I clicked on, I should probably show you what I did. So I clicked on the header box for the SKUs, and then I hit clear data because it had numbers in there. And then I have it set all SKUs to the same value, and then I can just type my value in, which of course is 2/20/24 parentheses 2 parentheses, oops, parentheses. Okay. You can see that's my SKU number I want it to be. I hit fill selected and get out of here, and now all my SKU is in there. So literally all I have to do is upload these and they are all correct in eBay and ready for sale. Okay, so that's all I need to do here. Now I need to export these. So you go up to the export button, and another reason I decided to do Car Dealer Pro in the scanner is because now you can export to Shopify, which I plan to set up a Shopify store in the near future. I don't have that today, but I wanted to get comfortable with eBay and the scanner and, you know, Car Dealer Pro and all that before I go that route. So I'm looking forward to that. But for now, we're just going to upload to eBay. So I'm going to go to my ready to list cards because I only wanted to upload the ones that I marked, which in this case will be all of them, so that's good. So here's my review and export, and it's got 50 cards here. You can take a look at all 50 if you want, but I know I'm good. I spent my time on the pricing and the spreadsheet, you know, finding matches, all that is done. So now I'm just going to download my CSV file. Succeeded, so very, very quick on all this. I should mention I do have fiber optic internet. That certainly helps things along. Alright, so then I'm in my eBay here, in my seller hub. You go under reports and then uploads. And then proceed to my upload. I have to choose my file. I'm going to choose the file we just downloaded, which is that CSV file. So I'm going to go to downloads, and if you remember, we named it 555. So I'm going to choose that file, hit open, and then boom, it's uploading them all down here. And it's pretty quick. So there. Oh, not yet. Upload in progress. My upload is complete. So there, all 50 cards are now listed. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.